Good morning, Mario, and good morning, Switch fans. It's Freaky Friday, and things did get a little bit weird last night. We've got a ton of new announcements to cover, a bunch of big, bold games, and of course, Nintendo being very mysterious like they love to do. But Nintendo is also expanding some big moves on the main front from Nintendo Japan that we definitely need to cover. We got new amiibo, we got new games, and there was a second little Nintendo show that actually decided to do something pretty cool. So we'll cover all that and more. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for your support. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed the show. It definitely helps the channel out. And let me know your take on today's topics with your typey type fingers in the comments down below. Quick little shout out to my friends over at Lexar. They make the best memory card you possibly can put inside your Switch. Your Switch is gonna be smiling. Its stomach will be so rewarded by having so much space to save all of your games. And 2022 is gonna be huge, so you know you'll need the space. These things come in multiple sizes, up to 1 terabyte, so make sure to click the link in the description down below to check them out. It's a great gift to give somebody who already has a Switch and a bunch of games, and it's a great way to keep yourself future-proof for now and at 1 terabyte forevermore. Speaking of forevermore, Nintendo is trying to ensure that their future is brighter than ever before. You might know that their headquarters are over in Kyoto, Japan, and they've got a nice cube building. Well, now they're buying space in the cube building next door so they can double cube it up. They're renting out the 6th and 7th floor from a sewage company next door to increase in-house development. All right, they're also planning to build another building nearby to really just bolster their ranks. You might remember about a month ago, Nintendo detailed how they were going to be spending a ton of money to just improve the company, and this is one of the ways. They're building up more in-house development to make their games even better. I mean, their first-party titles are fantastic, so anytime I see Nintendo expanding, I'm like, okay, you know, and then I think about how they brought a little bit more like story to Luigi's Mansion 3, and they brought a big open world to Breath of the Wild, and if they have more manpower, woman power, people power, and they have more money, like they can make those things even better. So always a good thing. We won't see the fruits of this building until years from now, but just know Nintendo is working. They're not sitting on their laurels. They're taking all that Switch success, which by the way, had the greatest Switch week of all time in the UK and Europe. Crazy that they're able to do that time and time again. The thing just keeps getting better and better, but they're putting the work in, and I definitely appreciate that a lot. But what I don't appreciate, Nintendo, is you just going silent at the Game Awards. All right, they didn't have a big announcement. They took the biggest show of the year and said, we're sitting it out. Oh wait, we're gonna bring Doug Bowser up for the Metroid Dread award reception announcement because Metroid Dread won Best Action Adventure. And I think Doug Bowser needs to brush up on his public speaking skills because he basically just read off like, I don't know, the Nintendo.com page for Metroid Dread. It's an action and adventure with a mysterious planet. And there's adventure behind it wasn't really a good speech, but hey, congrats to Metroid Dread. Didn't win Game of the Year, that went to It Takes Two, but it did get Best Action Adventure, and that is awesome for a game franchise that has been dormant and now is back and bold and big. There were some big, bold announcements for Nintendo Switch though, they just didn't come from Nintendo, sadly. We did find out about the next Sonic game, finally. Sonic Frontiers is now official, and as we suspected, it looks to be Breath of the Sonic, right? It's a big I wonder if hedgehogs have really bad or maybe surprisingly good breath. Either way, this game looks to be big and open world, and despite us hearing some not so hot things about early test reports, I'm gonna stay hopeful. This game is still a full year away, dropping holiday 2022, so they got a lot of time to tighten things up. There also was a mysterious voice at the beginning of the trailer, and I wanted to give you a little insight into that. The voice actor for Amy over in Japan tweeted out that was her. So Amy is gonna factor in some form factor, and I'm sure the rest of Sonic's crew will as well. That's just how these things go. They also showed off the Sonic the Hedgehog movie 2 trailer, and I just want a game where we get to play as Idris Elba as Knuckles. Possibly my favorite Switch thing from the Game Awards was Cuphead DLC Island. This was announced way back, and it's finally rearing its head, boiling over June 30th, 2022. That's a ways away, but man, it looks worth the wait. Cuphead is one of my favorite indie experiences on Switch, and this DLC is day and date on our platform. It looks fantastic. New bosses, new areas, playable Miss Chalice, new power-ups in the form of cookies. Come on, that really absolutely just feeds my soul. This one looks absolutely marvelous. I wish it was an early year release, but we got a lot to play early in the year anyways, because I'm about to do an about face and tell you about something new for Pokemon Legends Arceus. All right, Nintendo's biggest announcement of yesterday was Hisuian Volt. Crickets, Alan Wake 2, right? We got a lot of really big stuff. Star Wars Eclipse, Wonder Woman. Nintendo's like, nah, we are going to usurp all the greatest gaming companies and show off Hisuian Voltorb. Voltorb looks pretty cool, but the real news for Pokemon Legends Arceus is over in Japan, there is the Cat Mario show, which is a show I dream of being more like. It's actually a pretty wild show. Cat Mario and Cat Peach and co. just kind of host this Nintendo show. It's like official, it's very weird. But they showed off some new footage for Pokemon Legends Arceus that wasn't Voltorb. Instead, it was showing off how the game works and the seamless nature from encountering Pokemon to capturing them or battling them. And I think this is our best look yet at how this game is going to be a true step forward for the series. And frankly, I find it way more exciting than Sword and Shield, Let's Go, or any of the recent remakes. I think this is where Pokemon might actually step into a new era. Besides just a generational progression, like they're trying to make it modern. And that seems like a marvel for the Pokemon Company, who is absolutely entrenched in their history and nostalgia. Look, I'm a fan of reliving things, but it will be great to have a new Pokemon experience. And the fact that you see the Pokemon, you can capture them, they can attack you like Geodude, he's getting pissed off, he's coming straight at you, dealing damage, and then you can throw out your Pokemon and boom, it's right into the battle scene immediately where you are, no load, no like fancy pixelization transition, it's just boom, it's there, you're ready to go. And I think that is an amazing usage of the tech of the modern era to make things feel like a new Pokemon experience. And I'm so pumped for this game. Nintendo is clearly ramping up their efforts to show off why this game is special. And we get to play it in like 5.5, 6 weeks, which is so darn fun. I am insanely ecstatic to see if Pokemon Legends Arceus can be the ultimate Pokemon title. And I've heard some rumors lately that the game is very long and that the game does have considerable challenge as you progress through the quest, which sounds really good. Again, anything that can kind of deviate from the Pokemon formula, I'm all on board for. Let me know if this footage excites you, and let me know if you're pumped to see if Pokemon Legends can really be the big new thing we've kind of wanted forever from the Pokemon Company. Back on the announcement track, we did get even more for Switch because Atlas said, hey, Persona 4 Arena Ultimax is coming March 17th, 2022. This isn't a new game, but it's a re-release of a Persona 4 fighter coming to Switch. Atlas is supporting the Switch quite well, just not with the mainline game. So I'm very hopeful that because of their support with Strikers and now Ultimax, they will put eventually Persona 4 or Persona 5 on the platform. I think that feels like it's gotta happen. Or maybe even Persona 6 is like a big multi-platform shingamadeg and it goes on every console. I'm hopeful, and you should be as well. If you are interested in the Persona franchise and its spin-offs, this one's coming out in a couple months. I don't really like the fighters all that much, but I'm glad to see Atlas using their anniversary to actually put games on Switch. That is pretty cool. We also got a new trailer for Gollum, the Lord of the Rings game about the little creepy monster, and he's actually kind of cute. I don't know how they did that, but they made him look really fun, and it wasn't really a good look at like the gameplay. We've seen a gameplay trailer before. This was more just highlighting like, yo, he's got inner demons, man. He is gonna be dealing with those, and it's gonna be on Switch, which seems really cool. I'm excited to see if that game turns out to be something great. I was hoping to get more looks at some other titles from Warner Brothers, but hey, at least we got a look at this one. Wonder Woman also got announced, not on Switch, but Gollum should be a good time. I mean, or a really trying time. You're controlling a little monster, and I think that sounds like a really good thing to take on the go. So I'm hopeful this one turns out well. We'll have to see more as it nears release. Speaking of monsters, Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak is the big expansion coming next summer, and they doled out a new trailer and Trace new amiibo. All right, we got some cool amiibo, Palamute, Palico, and a big old dragon. They showed off a new monster and they gave a little bit of detail on the story. If you're a fan of Rise, like I feel like this is an insta-buy, a must purchase. It's gonna be a really nice way to just take Monster Hunter Rise and give you more of that. The new land the expansion takes place in is called Elgato, and the new amiibo dragon is Malzeno, so I am definitely gonna keep my eyes on both. No actual release date, but we still have the window, no delay, of summer 2022. It's not summer yet over here on GMM though. It is time for another day in our Divine Advent calendar, the 10th day, as we get 2 weeks away from the big 25. Who will pop out of our office Advent today? Thank you so much for being a part of December with me. Like I said, it's my favorite month, and I love these little guys. Today, oh, Mother Goose herself. It is Phyllis Lappin Vance, matriarch of The Office, and fun fact, she wasn't even like an actress before the show. She just was working with the company making The Office, and then they're like, hey, why don't you try it out? And then she became a fan favorite and actually ended up becoming the voice of Sadness in Inside Out and other roles as well. So big round of applause for big old Phyllis. A very nice figure and a very nice character from my favorite show. All right, we've made it to the poll, and it's the final poll of the week, so we dedicated it to Nintendo Switch, a very dicey service that did not get a dicey reply. I asked you all if you think at this point in time, currently, is Nintendo Switch Online plus the expansion pack a good value? 90% of you said no. Now, 90% is not a good metric, Nintendo. You pass with flying colors pretty much across the board, but not here. And you need to do something quick. Let us know what's coming so that we can at least try to even this number out. Frankly, I'm impressed that 10% of you do feel it's a good value, and you must be players that enjoy Happy Home Paradise. Because if you are getting the Animal Crossing DLC, it does really slice and dice that price point quite a bit. And so I understand, like, I guess that's why 10% feel it's good value. You probably are enjoying the $25 DLC. Everybody else, like, man, yeah, they need to do more for their 50 piece, and I hope they do soon. And I also hope to see you all soon, which I will on Monday. Of course, I'll be posting videos this weekend, but GMM returns next week. Thank you for helping support me reach 200 episodes. We are flying past it. Remember, there's super cool limited edition merch. If you want to check it out, always an option. And until next time, everyone, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive. Have a wonderful week, and go out of your way to do something nice for somebody that you wouldn't expect to do something nice for this weekend. That is my challenge to you. Even a simple text, a phone call, a message on the electronic mail, something like that. Really spread that kindness. It'll bring it back to you tenfold. Until that time, everybody, thanks again for watching. Have a fantastic day. SwitchForce out.